like a Hellcat.
Yeah, so I guess y'all heard about what happened to all my videos. So from here on, I'm gonna keep making videos. Here's the first part of what if Deku had Superboy Prime's power. And if you don't know who Superboy Prime is, basically he's like Superman, but like more from the future and high tech, I think. I don't really know that much. All I know is he's powerful. So Deku will have the power of Superboy Prime. So let's say Deku is full Kryptonian. And a powerful one at that. And his father is Superman and his mother is Kryptonian too. So Deku isn't like a regular Kryptonian. He's like one of the most powerful Kryptonians. No, I'm not finna do that one. I'm not finna do this. Because hybrids are like more powerful than like full breeds. So Deku is gonna be a half breed. Yeah. So he's gonna be half human. His mother is gonna like be Kryptonian, and his father is gonna be like a regular human. So Deku is gonna be a hybrid of Kryptonian and human. So basically, Superman is Inko's sister. I'll say that. So yeah. So Deku is basically the most powerful Kryptonian, half Kryptonian ever. Basically, he could take out a whole planet just like this when he's angry. So yeah, Deku will have every power that Superman got, and a few like different ones at that. I'll show you all the powers Superboy Prime has, and all the powers Superboy Prime has is Deku will have, and he's gonna have like a few more. Here are all of his powers. Let me show you. Basically, Deku has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman endurance, superhuman hearing, heat vision, X-ray vision, invulnerability, flight, invulnerability to magic, invulnerability to power, mimicry, prime flight speeds, able to travel light years in seconds, and travel and time travel, energy absorption, prime breath, able to freeze a red star immunity, power, prime strength, shown to move planets out of orbit, create small big bangs, creating life or destruction through a clap, limits seemingly boundless as he grows stronger with every enemy encounter, use of power or injury. Basically, if the person he's fighting injures him, he gets more powerful. And basically, I say he runs and can fly faster than the speed of light. His breath is like Superman, so he could control the temperature. He has X-ray vision. Heat vision, invulnerability. Could take two, he's gonna be so powerful to the point where he could take 2 stars. His durability is gonna be so powerful to the point where he could take 2 stars to the face. 2 stars that are exploding to the face. Energy absorption. Like I said, the freeze breath. At full power, he could take 2 stars to the face. Yeah. but and like not at full power, he could take 2 planets to the face without a scratch on him. He could create and destroy life with a clap. And yeah, I told you about that. He could fly at the speed of light, and let's say run at the speed of light too. Magic and whatever mimicry doesn't affect him at all. He has superhuman hearing, superhuman endurance, superhuman speed, and strength. Basically, he could travel at the speed of light, so that's about the super speed. Super strength, I say he could, they said, he could lift planets out of orbit. I say at Deku's full power, he could lift suns out of the orbit. He could move suns out of orbit. Well, he can move suns at full power strength. And I told you about his endurance. If at full power he could take two suns to the face and come out fine. And yeah. So I told you about everything but his super hearing and his other super senses. I say Deku doesn't really have like super smell or something like that. He only has super hearing. So I say basically he could hear over about 220 miles away from, like 20 miles away. And I told you about his X-ray vision. And this, what if Deku X-ray vision is gonna be seen through lead? Basically, he could see through lead. And well, basically, I told you everything. So back to the picture I had. So basically, Deku is so powerful to the point where he could take out universes. But not at like one blow, but he can't take out universes. It would just take time. So Deku, yeah, so Deku is born and blah blah blah, everything happens. Throughout his life, he's been unlocking most of his power, like his super speed, super strength, his heat vision, X-ray vision, his flight, and let's say, and his super breath. That's everything he has unlocked until he's up to 4. And then at 4, Iko tells Deku about him not him being full human, and that he's a hybrid of Kryptonian and human. She tells him what Kryptonians are and what happened to their planet and everything like that. So Deku knows he's not like a full human. So then Iko tells Deku, do he want like to train with her? Deku says yeah, and Iko like flies up into space, basically, so they won't like hurt anyone if they're. Let's say Deku could like go at his full speed and full strength, but he has barriers basically. Since he's like human, he has barriers to unlock until he like gets at his full power. Not like once he be under a yellow sun, all his powers will be unlocked. No, he has barriers since he's half human. So throughout this, they flew straight into the sun, and they start like fighting. Deku is unlocking all of his powers, but they're not at full power. But they are unlocking all of his powers. Like his his durability to magic and everything else. Oh, and Deku is getting stronger and stronger. And every time, like, Inko uses her heat vision on Deku, Deku just absorbs it and makes his own heat vision even more powerful. So let's say it's nighttime on Earth, and Inko takes Deku like home. Yeah. And Deku and Inko has super intelligence too. And so Inko takes him home. And I'm gonna stop this at like the let's say the entrance exam, and then I'll pick it up from right there. Cause I'm trying to make this into like 6 parts instead of like one big part. No, I'm gonna make this into 6 parts. So they went back to Earth, and Deku has unlocked each one of his powers, but they're not at the full extent. Deku, like at this age, he can take 2 planets to the face without being hurt. And Deku, when he gets mad, he breaks like through the barrier. But when he like comes down, the barrier like rebuilds itself. No, I won't do that. Once he like breaks through the barrier, that barrier will be broken, like forever. And Inko is like helping Deku break through his barriers. So let's say Inko tells Deku to go to sleep, even though he doesn't like have to go to sleep, because he has been recharged by the sun. And really, Deku doesn't like need to eat or basically do nothing humans do, because there's like more Kryptonian in him than like humans. But Deku like really doesn't need a sun to have his powers, since he's part human. He don't really need the sun to have his powers. They'll just like be a little more weaker than they would be under a sun. So Deku could like fly light years away from the sun, and he'll still have his powers, but they'll be a little more weaker than they would be under a sun. And let's say a red sun empowers him too. Yeah. So yeah, okay. The next day, Deku gets up, even though he didn't really go to sleep. He just stayed awake. Like mentally preparing himself. No, he went to sleep because his mother told him to do something. And of course, he's Deku, he's gonna do it. So he fell asleep. Even though he didn't really have to, but he did. Deku like woke up in the morning. Inko told him to get dressed. He did. And then Inko like him and Inko like flew to school. Deku landed, and Inko told him to have a good day in school. And basically, Inko is like the number 1 hero, and All Might is the number 2 hero. So yeah. Deku goes into school. Oh, and let's say Deku's father stay around instead of like leaving. He stays around with him, so he helps take care of Deku and stuff like that. And using his fire breath, I'll say he's like the number 4 hero. Yeah, he's the number 4 hero. And then, so Deku like goes into the school, and Kachan It's the day that you're supposed to be presenting your quirks. Your quirk or quirks. Kachan turn is first. He tells everyone his quirk. And that it works on atoms and not sweat. And so then it's Deku's turn. And Deku tells every one of them that that he's quirkless. He doesn't have a quirk. And so, yeah, everybody started laughing at him and saying he doesn't have a quirk. Deku gets like mad at this. Said he like puts up a grin and says, "I'll still beat every one of you up." And everyone like, with a quirk, everyone says at the same time, "With a quirk you can't." And Deku says, "Okay, bring it on outside." So Deku like starts walking out, and the rest of the students does too, because they wanna like the teacher tries to stop every one of them, but she like can't, because they all are like pushing her out the way. No, one person picks her up and like sends her down the line of them going downstairs, and then one person like puts her in her chair. Then they outside in the playground. Deku like gets into a fighting position, and everyone is firing up their quirks. And let's say a person up in there had a fire quirk too, so they all like runs after Deku. Deku like uses his speed to hit every single one of them, and then like stands in a position behind them, and then every one of them falls to the ground. Every one of them. And then everyone is like paralyzed. Cause Deku like knows martial arts and knows all of their weak points. So he touched every single one of them, making them paralyzed. Everyone like, what? Even a person with the speed quirk couldn't even see Deku move. Everyone says, "I thought you didn't have a quirk." Deku like turns around and looks straight into everyone's eyes and said, "I don't." And then everyone gets what he's saying. Everyone like gets what he's saying. So they saying like he's alien. So they say, "Are you alien?" Deku says no. And then they say, "Are you even human?" And Deku says no again. Said, "Are you?" Then they said, "Are you human?" Then Deku says no again. And then they get it. If he's not human and he's not alien, he must like be both, I guess. They all guess, "Are you alien and human?" Deku nods his head, yes. And they all are kind of scared. If like he's powerful and he's just a kid of his race. Think of grown-ups in his race. They all get scared. And then they notice that their number one hero has the same powers as Deku has. And then so they know that Inko is an alien too. And Deku like gets down on his knees and puts up a finger to his mouth and says, "Shh." And then he walks away. A few minutes later, they were able to move. So they get up and go into the classroom. So this already has been 19 minutes of me explaining. Let's skip all the way to the sludge villain attack. So Deku like hears the sludge villain in the sewer. Sludge villain tries to attack Deku, Deku like shoots it with his heat vision. Just keep shooting it and shooting it and shooting it and shooting it. And then Deku like collects all of the sludge and put it in a bottle. He screws it up and put it on the he hears All Might coming or some type of hero. So he puts it down and he runs really fast. And it says, "Good luck." It says, "Here's a present." All Might picks it up and he reads the note on it. It said, "Here's a present." And All Might looks around him. He doesn't know who it is, who left it there. Kachan is getting one for all, and so he doesn't care as long as they caught the sludge villain. And Deku is walking home. He stopped running after he got away from the tunnel. So he start walking. Then that's where he hear boom, running at the speed of sound. He stops in front of everyone, and he sees who it is. And let's say Kachan and Deku are friends. Kachan doesn't really care that Deku is half alien, but yeah, they're friends. So each time one of Bakugo's friends try to talk about Deku behind his back, Deku would hear them talking about him, and then Kachan would tell them not to talk about him, because Deku, just because he's an alien doesn't mean he's not. Doesn't mean he can't be a hero. Look at his mother. Bakugo sometimes says she's an alien and she's a hero. And Bakugo threatens his friends if they talk about Deku again behind his back. He says he'll kill him. And Deku asks Bakugo, can they be friends or whatever. So once he sees Bakugo, and once he sees Bakugo, Deku gets really mad. He gets really mad, and that's when his mother fly in. She sees Deku is getting mad, and Deku shoots straight at the sludge villain. He took his fingers, pulled Bakugo out, slammed the sludge villain, and then Deku says, change back into your human form." He says, change back into your human form now. The sludge villain says no. Okay, you'll have a mark on your eyeball, your eye. Then Deku starts shooting at his eye. He says, change back. The sludge villain said, okay. Then Deku stops. And the sludge villain turns back, and Deku balls up his fist and hits the sludge villain dead in the jaw, almost cracking his neck with the punch. But he does it because he wants to be a hero. So yeah, let's skip everything and go straight to the entrance exam. I'm just playing, but let's go straight to the entrance exam. Deku goes inside. He doesn't trip because he's more confident than he would be in the original, because he knows he could win. He knows he'll pass. So Deku Deku goes into the building. He takes the written exam. Deku gets a 100, a A+ actually. And then Deku like goes to the entrance. Bakugo and Deku like split ways. Deku goes to 1A, the 1A entrance exam place, and Bakugo goes to the B entrance exam place thingy. So President Mike says, "You don't need an invitation to become a hero. Now go!" And everyone busts through the door. Deku and Ida running past everyone, but Deku's running faster, and he's picking up speed even faster. Then all you see is a zoom. All you see is kind of like lightning coming from Deku. He hits one villain, he goes to the next, and keep doing it. Within 10 minutes, he's already at 1,000. He destroys like 600 more points of robots, and then he stops for at least 10 minutes until he stops and lets everybody else catch up. And then Deku starts back again, killing and killing and killing. At one point, they are running out of robots, so they send the rest of them out. But at this point, Deku is at 200 points. 2,000 points, beating his mother record and beating All Might's record. And he wins, basically, and he hears a scream from Uraraka. He hears a scream, and everyone is running away from it. Deku, flies straight to the robot, balls up his fist, and one-shots it. Like in the anime, but this time it explodes. Instead of, being dented, it explodes. It explodes for real. And then he flies straight down and, get all the rubble off of Uraraka. And let's say she has a cut on her arm. She has a cut on her arm that's, is bleeding out. It's a giant cut on her arm. It's bleeding out. So Deku tells her to, he holds her arm together and tells her this will hurt. And then he started, lasering her arm, welding it together. And he just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it until he gets done with it. And then she's still yelling. She's still yelling from the pain. He picks her up. By this point, she's knocked out by how much it hurt it. He takes her. He walks her straight to the entrance. After the exam, he walks her straight to the entrance. And he walks her straight to the entrance where a recovery girl was there. He puts her down on the ground. Everyone looks at her arm and sees that bruise. It seems like her arm was welded together. It's not a huge scar. It's just it looks like it's a line. It's being healed. It looks like a line. Just a line. And then recovery girl heals the rest of it. Heals her arm. She's still asleep and knocked out. So recovery girl tells Deku to carry her to the office and to stay with her so that when she wakes up she'll be really tired still. So Deku will have to walk her home. So Deku says okay. He takes her to the recovery office. Let's say an hour later she wakes up. She sees Deku next to her. Deku is playing on his phone. Then she see It's Deku like next to her. And she says, "What are you doing here?" She says, "What are you doing here? And where am I?" He tells her what happened. And yeah. So she's still like tired still. So Deku like walks her home. And so Deku like asks her out. She said yes. So tomorrow is like Sunday, and Deku will take her out like on a date. And that's where we are gonna end it off. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and peace.